So today on here, I saw something that really bothered me. A Latino woman basically was asking why the black community isn't there for the Latino community like they were there for us during BLM. Oh boy, y'all might want to buckle up for this one because this is about to be a CM Punk type rant.
You know what's crazy to me, bro, is when they had the BLM protest, everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. Where's that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Lil Baby made a song. But where's everybody now?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Where's J-Lo? Where's Bad Bunny? Where's Maluma? Where's Shakira? Talk to your own people. Because J-Lo was just up on the pulpit at the inauguration doing this.
Y justicia para todos. Let's get loud.
Black Americans are saying something that's making a lot of people uncomfortable. This is not our fight. As immigration rate increase and Latino and Hispanic communities express frustration, many Black Americans are responding with a blunt reminder that we tried to warn you and you didn't listen. Now the consequences are here. We are choosing to focus on our own communities. So let's have a look.
No matter what happens in this country, everyone under that POC umbrella always finds a way to put the focus back on black people. Obviously, we understand what's going on right now with the ICE raids that are going on in America and Los Angeles, to be specific. But there have been a lot of Latino people coming online asking about black celebrities and black people showing up and comparing this event to BLM. Now, don't get me wrong. We were home during the pandemic. People had no jobs. People weren't in the office. And yes, black people, black celebrities, black businessmen showed up for black people. Corporations and teams that had black people on them showed up for their black constituents and their black workers. As it currently stands as demographic, there are more Latinos in America than there are black people. And half of that population voted for what's going on right now. Speak to your own population. Stand up for yourself with each other. Talk internally about how you're so disjointed between the Central and South Americans and the Caribbean people in the East Coast. Talk to each other. Why are you looking for black people to put you guys on a pedestal and go fight for you when this is also your fight, primarily your fight? Black Lives Matter was our fight, but we speak up for ourselves. We also speak up for everyone, and we did it the most with our vote. And even though black people are saying this is not our fight, we're sitting this out, we're doing all these things like resting, there are several ways black people are showing up by not supporting Starbucks, by not supporting Target, by not supporting any company that put out DNI, by boycotting, by using our voice like I do. There's so many ways that black people still will always show up for ourselves in this country. And when we show up for ourselves, guess who benefits? Everyone else. Reach out to your fellow Asians. Reach out to your Middle Eastern Arab people. Reach out to the large Russian population that's in LA, the Armenians, the Persians. There's so many immigrant groups that live in this city, but you want to single out black people.
How are you calling black Americans lazy all the time? And always denigrating us as being uninspired, lazy, don't have a good work ethic, but you're looking for us to help you stand up for yourself and protect your communities from ICE. I would not be looking at lazy people for help if they're lazy, because I could not depend on them. But you're wanting to depend on us to stand up for you, to lay our lives down so that you can walk across our backs like you walked into this country and something that was already set up to help you succeed thanks to the work that my people did. But we're lazy. We warned you this was going to happen. We warned you to vote a different way. And now they're looking at us like, why won't you help us? It's not that we're not helping you. It's just that we warned you that we would not have the bandwidth to come help you, because we have to protect ourselves, because we knew that this was going to happen. And in all that time, instead of learning how to defend yourself and ask us how to do it, to stand up for yourselves, you decided to let us do the work where you sat down and we stood up for ourselves. And now that you need someone to stand up for you, you can't even stand up for yourselves. And you're looking for us to help. Somehow you're looking to the lazy, uninspired, bad work ethic people to help you fight for your rights. And then some of y'all are saying, can we hit a reset button? No, there's no reset button to hit. What needs to happen is that you stop denigrating us and then let us know what you plan to do. Because my fear is that when you get your way, you're going to go right back to denigrating us as having a bad work ethic and being lazy and uninspired. So this isn't a ha-ha at all. I do not celebrate what's happening to you. It's more of a do you hear yourself kind of thing. Correction, I said you're looking for help from us in this, but you're actually looking for us to do it, which we warned you. We don't have the bandwidth because you allow that man to get back in office.
Hispanic community, we do not stand with you. Let me tell you something. If you came into this country illegally, you must go. If we went to Taiwan, if we went to Asia, if we went anywhere in the world, the first thing they're going to ask us for is our passport. The second thing they're going to ask us is how long do we plan to stay. The next thing they're going to ask us is for our email. The next thing they're going to ask us is for the address where we're going. And if we stay a day longer than what we're supposed to stay, they will drag us out. Drag us out. So you coming over here, breaking through the borders, looking for black people to come turn up and all this kind of stuff. We stand together. No, 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 no. Either y'all looking for black people to come out to loot, to riot, to tear up. We will not destroy our communities. And this is a message to the black community. We will not destroy our communities. We need our stores. We don't need our stores looted in. We do not need things being broken in. What do we really have left, y'all? This is a real crazy time in the economy, so it's not really a time to just be rebuilding. People don't have billions of dollars to rebuild things that Hispanics are tearing up. Y'all making it look bad for y'all entire community. Your time of free money, healthcare, free housing have come to an end. I'm sorry that Joe Biden misled y'all. I'm sorry that Kamala sold y'all the American dream. But baby, it has come crashing down and it's time to go. Do not destroy our communities. It is hard enough for people to rebuild now. Get your bags and get to stepping. Go back to your country. Doing all of this destroying and tearing up and burning cars. At the end of the day, you still have to go. I hope that you don't think this will grant you a legal citizenship, because it won't.
Yo, and she said it. I don't know if it's anything that I disagree with. 98, 99% of every single thing that she said, I rock with. And
in the theme of this Phil Brooks type rant, let me go and say the words that he once said to the universe. Do we have everybody's attention now? Now then, I say that because I find it funny that it takes us stepping back as a community entirely for people to recognize what's going on. Now, notice I said it was funny. I did not say I was shocked. Because this is what always happens. You see, somehow we are always blamed for things, despite the fact that a lot of times it's not our fault. And this one definitely is not our fault. Did you see those voting numbers? We didn't put that piece of shit in office. You did it. But you say you helped us during BLM and that's why we should help you? I don't remember that. Because you see, what I remember is that it took a black man losing his life at a point where the world had no choice but to watch for you to recognize that we go through shit. But you have the gall to sit there and blame us when the only thing that we did was try to prevent this from happening. Hey, I actually have a crazy idea. How about instead of blaming my community, you do what everybody tells us to do and check your own? Because they were the ones with the superiority complexes that made them think that they were better than people that look just like them. And excuse me, but why do we always have to be the ones that have grace for people? Because from where I'm sitting, a lot of people don't show us that same grace when things happen with us. Because the thing is, we read the 900-page document. We researched. We looked into things. I'm not sure we could say the same about you. Now then, I know it's not everybody. So right now, we need as much solidarity as possible. Period. Now then, if you want to sit there and point fingers, cool, whatever. But us, we got a world to save. So what you do from this point is up to you.
It's the same oppressor that exploits the African abuses the Latino. And please believe if they could figure out how to deport niggas, they've been trying since the Emancipation Proclamation. The same enemy has used these same methods to divide, devalue, and destroy. Common enemy, common goal. The same corporations that run the ICE detention centers run the state and federal prisons, where our people are doing slave labor for 13 cents an hour. Those same corporations abduct and hold Palestinians in Israel. And not only are the same riot police deployed against blacks and Latinos, they receive training, information, and technology from the IOF. Historically, we were snatched from the shores of Africa and brought to Central and South America. Don't be fooled into believing this struggle is not ours. They come for you in the night, they'll come for me in the morning. So shit, inshallah, the Latinos in Los Angeles County really unify because there's 4.5 million of them. 2,000 National Guard. Fuck they gonna do with 5 million people?
Man, so I noticed they got this shit going on across social media where everybody calling out black folks because we don't want to support the illegal immigration protests. And then you got some of the Hispanic, Spanish speakers talk about we was out there with Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. Then they turn around and talk bad about George Floyd and make fun of his unaliving because we don't want to get out there and support them. You see the nonsense I'm talking about? This is why I like politics, because there's so much hypocrisy in it. All they doing is showing the Hispanic people. They not showing none of the black people that's getting deported. They just talk about the Hispanic folks. That's how they play the game, but they not calling out no other races. They not asking no Arabs to get out there. They not asking no Asians to get out there. They only asking black folks because they want to use our struggle to advance their struggle, and then they gonna forget about us. I can give you a prime example. Did Donald Trump just rename all the, well, not all, but a couple of the military bases after Confederate soldiers? Personally, I could give a fuck. I grew up in the South. Everything is named after a Confederate soldier. Streets, schools, buildings, all of that. So I could care less. That's some symbolic bullshit. But the point that I'm trying to make is this. What are Hispanic people at protesting about the fact that he just renamed the military bases after Confederate soldiers who enslaved black folks? Where is that? It's nowhere to be found. So they expecting us to go out there and help solve their issues, but I guarantee you they not gonna come out and help solve ours. All they gonna do is just say a whole bunch of racist nonsense. Go look at my last post. They in there saying all type of racist shit. I brought all the races out, straight exposing them. So that's all I got to say, man. Stay your ass at home and let them people handle that business, man. They ain't got shit to do with us.
For decades, Black Americans have been at the front lines for civil rights struggles, not just for themselves, but for immigrants, women, LGBTQ, and many other marginalized groups. They marched, they protested, they organized, and they voted for policies that would protect vulnerable communities. But in recent election, something shifted. Many black people, they felt ignored, they felt used, and they felt blamed when some Latino and Hispanic voters supported candidates who promised mass deportations and harsh migration crackdowns. Black Americans won them. They said these policies will not stop with criminals, They will expand. But many believed they were safe because of documentation and proximity to whiteness. They believed the system would treat them differently. But history shows us that that belief is an illusion. Now as rate intensifies and crackdown hits closer than home, the frustration is real. People are scared, families are separated, communities are shaken, and yet many black Americans, they are saying, we tried and now we are focusing on ourselves. And this is not cruelty, this is exhaustion, because for generations, black Americans have carried the emotional and political labor of fighting for everyone else, often while their own communities remain underfunded, overpoliced, and even ignored. So when they vote strategically, they are told they're selfish. When they protest, they are told they're being disruptive. And when they stay silent, they are told they don't care. So when they say, this is not our fight, it is a boundary, and boundaries are not betrayal. People should know that voting has consequences. Every community has a right to vote how they choose, but every choice comes with outcomes. The idea of proximity to whiteness has always been seductive in America. It offers a promise of safety, acceptance, and even privilege. But you see history from the Irish and Italian immigrants to Asian exclusion laws. It shows that proximity is conditional and temporary, and black Americans have known this reality for centuries. So when they say, we warned you, it is not arrogance, it is a lived experience speaking. And if communities want solidarity, solidarity should not be one-sided. It cannot mean that black people always show up when others vote against policies that harm black communities. Solidarity means mutual support, shared accountability, and honest conversations, even when it is uncomfortable, you know? And finally, this moment shows us the importance of political literacy, understanding policies, candidates, and long-term consequences matters because social media narratives, misinformation, and identity politics can blur reality, you know, but laws, enforcement, and power structures are always real. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.